Welcome class 9th. Class 9th, in this video I am going to discuss the remaining question paper of class 9th. This question paper came from the council for the session 2019-2020. Now children, I have uploaded one more video related to this paper, and in that video I have told you about the pattern of the question paper, and I have also started discussing the section 1 of that question paper which came in this session. So now I'm going to continue with the same section, section 1, that is because in the previous video I have discussed about question number 1, A, B, C, D and E part. So in this video I will be discussing about F, G and H part. Now children, let us quickly revise that the pattern of the paper. Section number 1, in section 1 all questions are compulsory and it is of 40 marks. In section 2 that part is also of 40 marks and you have to attempt any 4 questions out of the 7 questions given. So children, let's start with F part of question number 1 of section A. So in this part you have to match the items given in column A. In this F question, you have to match the items given in column A with the most appropriate ones in column B and rewrite the correct matching pair. So children, inspiration. So inspiration, I have to search for the options now. So iodine solution will not go, ribs move inward and out downward. But this occurs in case of expiration. So the answer will be ribs move upward and outward. So I will write here 1. Now glucose test is performed by Fehling solution. It is tested by Fehling solution. The third one is amoebic dysentery and it is caused by Entamoeba histolytica. Then fourth one is starch test and the option will be iodine. Starch test is performed by iodine solution. And the last one is vector, and the vector here is mosquito. Vector means the carrier of the pathogen. Now children, this is a simple match the column, but this question can also come in some other form, and that form I'm going to explain it to you now. Children, here they have written the options in the form of column A and column B. But sometimes they may also ask you after writing the options in the form of paragraph, like 1, 2, this one is 3, then this one is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like this they will write. And after that they will tell you to choose the options and make a correct matching pair. Suppose I have written here A and I have written here C, then I have written here E, then I have written here cat, then I wrote D, then I have written here apple, then I have written here elephant, after that I have written here dog, and then I have written here parrot. So I am asking you to choose the options from here. It means you have to make a correct matching pair by choosing both column A and column B. Then I will write A on the left hand side and then I will choose apple for that. That is the correct matching pair because A for apple. Then C, C for cat. Then E for elephant, and then D for dog. So like this question can also come. So you can remember and practice these types of questions. Now children, answers are again written here. For inspiration, ribs move upward and outward. Glucose test, Fehling solution. Amoebic dysentery, Entamoeba. Starch test, iodine solution. And vector, mosquito. Now children, the next question is the G part of question number 1 of section 1 is study the picture given below and answer the questions that follow. So here the organism you can easily identify. This is a butterfly. And so the first answer will be the butterfly. Now name the phylum to which it belongs. Now the phylum to which it belongs is Arthropoda. Children, this question is from the chapter 5 kingdom classification. Have patience, wait for the videos. You will come across all the videos. Now the third one is what is its exoskeleton made up of? Remember children, this is a general question. The exoskeleton of arthropoda members are made up of chitin. CHITIN. Now the next question is, explain the term molting and what are vertebrates. So molting is the casting off and regrowing of exoskeleton. This molting causes the development of the organism, or we can say that organism attains a maturity after molting. The last one was, what are vertebrates? So animals having a backbone are called as vertebrates. Now children, the next H part is, explain the following terms. Terms are digestion, antiseptic, tissue, heat stroke and peristalsis. So children, let's start the discussion. The first one is digestion. Digestion is the breakdown of naturally occurring foodstuffs into diffusible form. Now this means breaking down of complex organic molecules into simpler ones which can be easily absorbed by the body. The second one is antiseptics, and antiseptics are mild chemical substances. These are mild, means these are not hard on the skin, therefore it can be applied on the body and it can kill germs. The next term is a tissue. A tissue is a group of cells performing a common function. It can be a similar type of cells or it can be a different type of cells. The next one is heat stroke, and it is also called as a sunstroke. It is a condition in which sweat production is unable to keep pace with its evaporation in hot winds. This results in rise in body temperature. Now the last one is peristalsis. Peristalsis is a wave of constriction caused by the circular muscles for pushing the food along the gut. So children, what happens in peristalsis is, suppose this is an esophagus and food has entered here. So a wave of constriction will come, and then like this. This is a wave of constriction. This has a mistake in drawing. Just wait. Like this. Then this food will come here. After that, this wave will pass here, and the next figure I am going to draw it here. It will be like this. And food will come down. So this is how the food moves along the digestive tract, and peristalsis occurs throughout the digestive tract. So children, I hope this peristalsis movement is clear to you all. If not clear, then I will explain this peristalsis in the video of the digestive system. Children, let us discuss heat stroke also. Heat stroke is a sunstroke. It is a condition in which sweat production is unable to keep pace with the evaporation, means sweat evaporation doesn't occur because of the presence of hot winds. This results in the rise in body temperature, or we can say this results in fever. So this is a condition called as heat stroke. Now children, in the next video, I will explain you about the question answers given in section number 2, asked in the section number 2. So wait for the video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.